Scenario: a paragliding person is attached to a motorboat and to a parachute by a rope. When the boat accelerates, the person is pulled along with a tension force Ft. Let's just label that right here. Ft. There is also a drag Fd of the wind that the paraglider person feels up against their face. So here is your force drag, which is towards the left. There's also the force of gravity Fg that is pulling the person downwards. But there is an upwards drift force Fl that is caused by the boat moving that pushes the person upwards. So these are the forces acting on this paraglider. You want to write an equation for the force acting on this person when traveling at a constant velocity in the air. Constant velocity means A equals to 0. So let's set this up. My summation of all my forces is going to be equal to, first of all, force tension minus the force of drag, because I'm assuming anything positive is up and to the right. So it is minus force drag. Then I have a force gravity, which is subtraction, and I'm going to have an addition of force lift. The paraglider is moving at constant velocity, so this is equal to 0. This would be the equation for the forces acting on the person. Okay. Technically, if you want to break down force tension into its component form, you can, but here they just would like you to look at just the forces, not their components. Now, the next question. The boat engine stops all of a sudden, and the person starts to fall down. You're going to write an equation for all the forces acting on the person when the person starts to free fall downwards. This is what we had from before. Summation of my forces was force tension minus force drag minus force gravity plus the force lift. The force tension is no more because the boat stops. Force drag is no longer because if the person doesn't move forward, does not feel the drag up against the person's face. Likewise, there is no more force lift going up because again, there's no air that's being pushed upwards from the boat going towards the right. So the only force left here is the negative Fg. That's going to be equal to ma. This makes sense because this is the equation set up for any object under free fall. The negative just indicates it is downwards. There is no Ft because, again, the boat stops pulling on it. There's no Fd because the paraglider stops moving forward. There's no lift, which is Fl, because the paraglider stops moving forward. And no air is moving forward. As a result, the object just falls under free fall. Fg is equal to ma. There you go.